Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another take on Cliff London Uncensored. I'm Cliff London. I'm going to take a detour from the things that I'm going to take a detour from current things, and I'm going to, I do have a couple of fuck-offs to give at the end of the video. But right now, I kind of, this just popped into my head, so I'm going to share it with you all, but I guess I'll start here. We live in an age where we're caught in between these virtue signals, all this acceptance. We live in a world where you got men saying that they feel like a woman inside, and you have to indulge in that, and women saying they're a man, transgender athletes getting in there and whooping the shit out of girls, which is abuse to females. And you never hear shit about these feminist organizations getting in on this. People like Fallon Fox, that are just awful people. Fallon Fox is a transgender MMA fighter, and it's basically a man beating up on women, and it's a horrible thing to watch. But anyway, my point is that people are accepting of all this stuff, and there are some that will fight to the very end for this transgenderism and all this other stuff. But that brings me to the point of a woman named Rachel Dolezal. Dolezal, Dolezal. And if a lot of you don't know, if you don't know who she is, there's a documentary on Netflix called The Rachel Divide, but I'm pretty sure most of you that are around my age, that you probably know who Rachel Dolezal is. But if you don't, Rachel Dolezal was, in the media eye, a white woman that she passed for black for 5 years, and I think that she was the president of the NAACP for a while, which to me is just hilarious. But what really got me about Rachel Dolezal's story is that, it really showed how messed up and screwed up humanity can be in general. And again, the left perpetuates this stuff like this, this particularly being like the typical black left. But anyway, Rachel Dolezal was living peacefully, no one knew. I think she even went to a historical black college, but basically she was white and was passing for black. Now, it wasn't this kind of situation with Rachel Dolezal to where after the day was over, she took the shit out of her hair, took the makeup off, went back to the suburbs, and watched Bachelorette on television. No, that didn't happen. I mean, you're dealing with a woman who believes with everything that is in her being that she is, and I think she coined the term trans black. Now, whether you approve of her or not, I think the women in the video, the black chicks in the video that were so mad at her, I think they were just mad because they couldn't tell. Some of them pro-black, so they was real mad that they got had. But see, the point is that they didn't get had because she's not trying to she wasn't playing a trick on you. This video is not necessarily to defend Rachel Dolezal as much as it is to point out the hypocrisy on both sides, because a lot of people champion all these other things, but man, this woman was saying that she was a white lady, and she was saying that she was a black lady. And you know what she got for that? White folks treated her, she was the butt of a bunch of jokes, and black people shunned her. This woman couldn't even get a job in a grocery store. And I'm going to tell you something else about some of these hypocritical ass pro-blacks. The woman's children, the two little boys, these men treated their mother so black men treated their mother so awfully in front of them. There's a scene in the documentary where she's trying to drop them off to get a haircut, and it kind of brought a tear to my eye a little bit because, this old black man come out talking about, will you not park in front of my, could you move, please? Really talking to her. I think her oldest son had to move away. And, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, again, there was no money. There was no. She'd get money for it. In her heart, you can't even put her in the same, because in her heart, in her mind, she is trans black. And who is anybody to tell her that she's not, especially in this day and age? If the woman wanted to say that, then fine. I think society really should rethink her because the world was absolutely awful to her, and it doesn't make her the problem. It makes everyone else the problem, especially whites and blacks, because they both sides were so offended that this woman would dare. The whites were like, and the blacks were saying that she would dare not want to be one of them, or that, and I'm going, okay, on one hand, okay, black folks, first of all, you do have white Africans. I know a lot of you don't want to hear this, but, those of us that were born in America, there are white folk that live over there that actually would be African Americans if they came over here. That's just the truth of it. So if she was from Africa, what would you say? Would it be okay then? It should have been okay in the first place. The punishment didn't fit the crime. I just have to say that. And the point of this video is that in the midst of all this stuff, post the George Floyd, you got the gay rights going on, and by the way, it's really offensive. If there's any of my subscribers that are gay, I don't have any problem. I love you, but I just want to say it's really offensive if you are equating being gay as a minority, because it's not the same, and it's slightly offensive, and I don't offend very easily, but back on topic here, again, they're more accepting of that. They let Joe Biden get away with saying, vote for me or you ain't black. But Rachel Dolezal, she couldn't raise her kids because no one would hire her. All because she said she was trans black. You would think black folk would be like, damn, she loves us that much. She wants to be black. Okay, let's embrace her. They're okay with, I think one of the founders of Black Lives Matter. Yeah, not lies, but lies. I think one of them is interracial. So the dude that's actually half white, which is not a negative, but in terms of what we're talking about here, as far as like the hypocrisy of people, and people of both races and different races, that Rachel Dolezal, it's okay then, right? It's okay for Sean King is his name, the founder, one of the founders of Black Lives Matter. It's okay for you'll accept the guy that's actually half white, which is whatever. No skin, no, I don't have a problem with that, but it's still Black Lives Matter. But you don't accept Dolezal? Reason why I give a shit about this so much is because it shows the hypocrisy, and it shows just how much more work that we have to do as a species. Because actually, when I think about stuff like that, it's a bit depressing because, you think that the world has come so far, that we have come so far, and we have as a society. America has come so far as race, and don't let these propagandists and leftists pump that narrative. And if you're a white person out there, hey, you don't even have to kiss black ass. If you're just basically decent but shits annoys you, hey, I get it. But because a lot of them were out there too, just because they were like, hey, this is fucked up either way. But there are things like this Rachel Dolezal thing that if we should go back in time, and show that we are people of parts and embrace her because she dove in, she bought in. They were trying to say the woman's crazy. So she has a mental issue by saying trans black? But we're supposed to accept awful pieces of shit like Fallon Fox? I think I might make a fucking video of that monstrosity after this one. Fuck Fallon Fox. But Rachel Dolezal was bad. And that's definitely something to think about. You know, I'd love to hear what you guys think about Rachel Dolezal in the comments section, either now or later. Or the documentary is called, by the way, The Rachel Divide. The Rachel Divide. Very, very intriguing stuff. The woman is actually a wonderful artist. Way better shit than you see in these in these office buildings, and these people want fucking 10 grand for some damn scribbles, you know, which is some of the worst shit ever. It's the biggest scam in the world. Somebody splat shit all over or something. Takes a year to do it and then charge you $10,000. There's people out there that buy that shit. Anyway. Yeah. Kind of depressing. I mean, I honestly feel bad for Rachel Dolezal, what happened. Even though I was laughing at the end because she changed her name to some ultimate African shit that I couldn't even pronounce. Which she pronounced like a champ, by the way. So, Rachel Dolezal, if you're out there and you happen to stumble past this, just know from a lowly YouTuber like Cliff London that I'm going to apologize to you on behalf of the fucked up society, that you didn't deserve it, and as far as I'm concerned, you are trans black. I hope you're happy. I hope you're well. I hope you found the strength to tell people to fuck the fuck off. And with that, I think I'm going to end this video on, just remember everybody, if you like what you heard today, please rate, please comment, please share the video because it helps. I am in this to promote real unity with honesty and sometimes brutal honesty, but the ultimate message is one of love and sometimes a little beauty and sometimes a little anger, but love first. There is no fate but what we make for ourselves. T.I. is a shitty rapper. Fuck Lori Lightfoot. And I will see you guys later. Good morning and good night.